So in the previous episode, we took a quiz on what kind of spirit you have. And we just took the quiz. We have all the answers stored in this episode of Spirit Seeking with Pratik. Let's get started right away. So in the quiz, if you haven't already taken the quiz, I suggest you go back to our previous video and take the quiz. In which, if your answers were mostly option A, you tend to be more of an outsider. If your answers were mostly option B, you are most likely to be a laborer. I'll tell you what all of these categories mean. If your answer was mostly C, you're most probably an educator. If your answer was mostly D, you're a warrior. And if your answer was mostly E, you are a merchant. So let's get into what do these different categories mean. So if your answers were mostly A, you're an outsider. What does an outsider mean? What kind of spirit do you have? Your spirit likes to travel or live in foreign lands and different or unusual places. It tries to absorb and adopt foreign ideologies and concepts. Outsiders are usually incredibly adaptive. They're able to blend in and wear many hats. You're able to take many roles in your life. If you're an outsider, you're keenly aware of the injustice happening in the society, in your environment, and you are motivated to do something about it. And you value your personal freedom rather than joining the crowd or having a mob mentality. You like to live your life in your own way. If most of your answers were B, this is the type of soul you have. You have a laborer soul, which means you have a strong sense of likes and dislikes. If you like something, you like it with your whole heart. And if you dislike it, you dislike it with your whole heart. You have a deep sense of community and belonging, being in touch with other people, sharing their values too, helping them out too. You have very strong emotional ties and loyalty to the things that you think are yours. For example, your home, your family, your job, your country, your world. You usually tend to have a strong physique. You have a positively staggering endurance. At the same time, you also have a very powerful work ethic. You play by the rules and try not to break them, and can't tolerate other people breaking them either. These kind of personalities, these kind of souls they usually come to help a lot of other people. They come for the service of others, and they are also capable of self-sacrifice. And these kind of people also have strong intuition, what you call sixth sense. Now, if your answers were mostly C, your spirit, your soul is that of an educator. What is an educator? Educators are usually idealistic people. They are creative thinkers. They can think outside the box. They can think far into the future. But their views and their actions might not be deemed completely practical in their present time. They are noted for their intelligence and their grasp of seemingly distant concepts. As their name suggests, they are here to educate people about newer dimensions of human possibilities. These type of people are generally not forceful. They do not force their ideas. They let the game to be played among people. They can sit back and observe. Physically also, they might not be as sturdy as laborers, and they are less resilient. They're also very good at giving counsel, but if these kind of souls lack discipline, they have an inability to follow their own counsel. They can give great advices, but not really follow them on their own. Educators are usually motivated by truth, by what is substantial, by what is meaningful, by what is necessary, rather than other concepts of the world like money, power, and all of those minor things. However, because they might, however, in cases where they might have less control over their own senses, they might be easily prone, they might be easily pulled by greed or lust or even anger. Now, if your answers were mostly D, your soul is that of a warrior. Warriors are constantly changing, they're constantly improving. They have this insatiable thirst for self-improvement and improvement of others, may it be humans or the society. Warriors, as their name suggests, they are motivated in protecting those people who are unable to protect themselves. They usually are very competitive. They respond to someone else being competitive to them, and they also barely tolerate defiance. They barely tolerate being told to do things. What they value most in interpersonal communication or in other people is innocence. The more innocent you are, the more closer you tend to be with a warrior. Now, finally, let's come to merchant. If your answers were mostly E, your soul is that of a merchant. Now, this merchant is a social soul. It feels comfortable being around other people. It likes to be the center of attention. It likes to have a constant communication and constant connection with the people around them. And its interests strongly rely on personal or its family's advantages, families and its personal prosperity. Merchants are usually smooth talkers. They know what they are saying. They know what the other person needs to hear in order to get influenced. They know what to say to certain people, and they know what not to say to certain people. They know how to treat people of different ranks in the society. The merchant usually feels complete when giving, but the giving process is segregated by the closeness of the merchant to the people around them. For example, they give first to their family, then to community, and then eventually to the world. The merchant understands how the economy of the world works, how bartering works, how favors work, how money works, and is very keen in participating and succeeding in this merchandising process. So these were some of the information about your soul types. If you liked this video, share this video with your friends, and do not forget to press the like button. And if you like whatever is happening in Sound Health Solution, do not forget to subscribe to us. We'll make sure that we come up with more interesting videos like this for you in the future. Until next time.